When was the last time you felt safe being yourself? Not performing, not managing impressions, just you. For many people, that moment was childhood, before something taught you that being seen could hurt. There's usually a point when a child decides quietly, "This part of me isn't welcome. I need to hide it." That hidden part doesn't disappear. It becomes what Jung called the inner child, alive, reactive, shaping how you love, how you trust, how you break. It shows up in ways adults don't recognize. The panic when someone raises their voice, the fear of abandonment in small disagreements, the emptiness after achievements that should feel satisfying. Not because you're weak, but because a younger part of you never stopped waiting for safety. Maya Angelou once carried a silence so heavy it lasted 5 years. But this isn't her biography. Her turning point simply reveals a truth we all face. You can't heal your life without acknowledging the part of you that got hurt first. And when you do, everything shifts. Your relationships, your creativity, the way you breathe inside your own skin. For years after Maya regained her voice, she kept searching for herself through new roles, new places, new identities. A lot of adults do the same. When the inner child is ignored, you don't move on, you adapt. You build versions of yourself that function, but it doesn't feel like home. You chase love that never lands. You work hard, but feel hollow after every achievement. You stay busy because slowing down would force you to feel what you've outrun. The gap grows between the person you show and the one you buried. And the wider that gap becomes, the more life starts to feel dimmed. The inner child eventually demands attention, not with logic, but with patterns. It makes you choose partners who recreate old wounds. Not because you're broken, but because it's trying to show you what was never healed. It fills your achievements with emptiness. You reach the goal and feel nothing. It creates anxiety without clear cause, depression that doesn't match your circumstances. And you think, "I'm not trying hard enough." So you try harder. More productivity, more control, thicker walls. You believe the answer is strength and maturity. It's the opposite. What's missing isn't strength. It's the ability to turn inward and say, "I see you. Your pain is real. You were never held." What's missing is an inner parent, what Jung called the internal parental ego, the part that lets you become, for yourself, the parent you never had. Maya spent her 20s and 30s running, performing strength, searching for home in everyone but herself. The child inside waited, growing louder. Because time doesn't heal what you ignore, it just gives the wound more chances to surface. In relationships, anxiety, the way you sabotage happiness without knowing why. The cost isn't always dramatic, it's subtler. A life half-lived, relationships that never deepen, success that doesn't satisfy, a low-grade emptiness you've called normal. It's waking up at 50 and realizing, "I've been performing my whole life, but I don't know who I am." The inner child doesn't vanish. It runs your life from the shadows, until you stop running and ask, "What have I been avoiding? What have I stopped?" That's where healing begins. In her late 30s, Maya finally stopped running. She wrote to the girl she used to be. She didn't rewrite the past, she rewrote the relationship she had with it. This was reparenting. Reparenting doesn't mean dwelling on the past or blaming your parents. It means becoming, now, the adult you needed then. Developing an inner parent capable of giving protection, validation, permission to exist as you are. That requires one skill most of us were never taught: self-witnessing. It's the moment you notice a reaction and ask, who is feeling this? The adult in me or the child? Someone criticizes you and you feel a tightness in your chest. Old fear rises. The urge to defend yourself or disappear shows up immediately. Most people react. Someone with a developed inner parent pauses and says inwardly, "I know why this hurts. I've got you." That small pause is the beginning of inner safety. From there, healing rests on 3 practices. Deep listening, not analyzing your pain or debating whether it's reasonable, just allowing it to exist. The child doesn't want judgment, it wants understanding. Internal boundaries, stopping yourself from chasing validation or love in places that re-traumatize you. This is protection, not avoidance. Emotional regulation, learning to soothe yourself without running to distractions, control, or escape. These seem small: breathing through anxiety, writing to yourself, stepping away from toxic environments, but they signal one thing: I won't abandon you again. The child will test you. It won't trust consistency at first, but if you keep showing up, the panic softens, the sabotage slows. You stop searching outside for what you've finally begun giving yourself inside. This is what freed Maya's voice. Not a miracle, a decision to turn toward the part of her she had feared the most. That decision is available to you too. Not someday, now. Will you turn toward the child or keep running? When the inner child feels safe, the energy once trapped in fear becomes available again. Creativity returns. Clarity returns. Connection becomes possible. You stop fighting yourself. True freedom isn't about being untouchable. It's about no longer abandoning the parts of you that feel deeply. Maya didn't find power by becoming someone new. She found it by integrating who she had always been. Her voice grew because it was finally rooted in wholeness, not performance. This same shift happens in anyone who does this work. Relationships become healthier. You stop repeating old wounds. Success feels real, not empty. Peace becomes something you can actually access. When the child heals, it reveals something deeper. The part of you that's curious, creative, open, alive. The part that never stopped wanting joy. You are not broken. You are carrying a wound that needed witnessing. And the moment you become that witness, parent, protector, presence, your life changes. Not eventually, now. So ask yourself, what part of you went silent? What feeling did you learn to hide? What would happen if you turned toward it today? Not when you're fully ready, not after one more book. Now. Because the child inside you isn't asking for perfection, just presence. It doesn't need answers. It needs you to stop running long enough to say, I see you, I'm here. That's where healing begins. It's how you reclaim the life you were meant to live. Maya didn't just find her voice, she found herself. And that possibility belongs to you too. Your wounded child is not your flaw. It's your doorway to wholeness, and it's still waiting for you. Today can be the day you turn around and say, I'm here, and I'm not leaving again. That's when life begins.